Buddy. It's great to be on with you. This is a great podcast. It's a lot of fun and it's informative and it's real information. It's none of the frills and none of the nonsense that you hear on the legacy media. Just telling the story of what's happening right now. It's what I do with my newsletter that I get out to anybody who wants to see it. It's what you're doing with this podcast. America needs to know what the real deal is, and you're the real deal.
Yeah, I just sit here and I hear other people's gas prices are going down to like, in the two, low twos and ones, right? And I'm just looking at ours, and after the Iran stuff, here we are back up to what, 315 again. I'd like a little relief. I don't know about you, buddy.
Oh, of course I want the relief, but not just the Iran thing either. It just
the gas tax, right? She immediately pumped the gas tax back up, so we're not seeing that relief here. And like I said, we were down to what, the threes. I think you go to Sam's Club, you might be in the 260s, maybe 270s. Just got gas at Sam's right now. It's back up to $3 at Sam's.
Well, that gas tax actually is an automatic tax. It's not even Sweeney put it in place when he was state senator. Basically, it's just an automatic hike. It doesn't matter if they need the money for anything. They just
want it. They want the money, right? Let's fill up the coffers with everybody's cash money.
Yeah.
It's aggravating, brother. That's all.
It is. And the same thing with the tolls as well. It's the same exact thing with the tolls. Doesn't matter if it's necessary, if it's needed. It just automatically goes up.
Yeah.
So, but buddy, I got the network going right now, as you know. The America's Pulse Network. I have also the Jersey Shore podcast. We have more podcasters that just signed on to the network as well. We have Jack Brannigan.
Jack Brannigan, my guy, Grandpa Jack.
Grandpa Jack, yeah. And Constance Sissel just signed on for their own show.
And Auntie Constance, I'll tell you, man, and they're very informational, right? They know a lot of stuff. They can spit out a lot of good stats. I mean, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they definitely do. So they'll be on not next week, the following week, and the week after to promote their podcast because they decided to come on the network. And so I want to let everyone know I actually, I am running for Congress, as you all know, and I got the nod from all three counties. So I have the endorsement from Burlington, Camden, and now Gloucester. So tonight's show is a little bittersweet for me. After tonight, I'm stepping away from the radio for a little while. Just a little while. I mean, I'm maybe back, but between having two young kids, being married, and their sports are going to start, running the campaign, going to events, doing the podcast, and everything else.
You're a busy man.
Yeah.
It's busy.
So I won't have the time for this, and, Pete and I had a discussion about it, and so for now, tonight's going to be our last show. Not saying that we won't come back at some point.
I enjoy doing the radio, buddy. It is, like you said, bittersweet. It's good to get out here, have a voice. Hopefully people enjoy listening to us. We just try to put our 2 cents out there. But, look, there's a lot going on. And right now with everything, unfortunately, everybody's worried about money nowadays, right? You got to be because the bills are stacking up. Nothing's coming down that we're seeing. And whether that's across country or just here in the blue state of New Jersey. And it's unfortunate the way that everything turned out last November. I hope this November, things are a little different, but they can't even get the SAVE Act in order. So, who's to say what's going to wind up happening here in the future?
Yeah, New Jersey is becoming unlivable. It really is.
Yeah.
I went to a town hall meeting with Don Norcross, and I asked that question. I said, what are you going to do to change this? And raising the property taxes are going up.
Yeah.
Mine are going to go up $2,000 in June. That's a lot. That's a big hit. $2,000 a year.
Well, President Trump likes that because, you got some money in your pocket. You're richer now. You feel richer. Do you feel richer?
So, what, President Trump likes property taxes going up?
He likes the cost of properties going up. He doesn't want them to come down because, we feel a little bit richer nowadays. But all that means is our property taxes are going up. I don't know.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I do not want my property to go down at all. Now, I get it. I understand that, younger people can't afford to buy homes, but the wages need to rise. And I'm not talking about minimum wage. I'm talking about wages for the just regular working class people, the people that are out of college or out of high school that aren't working a minimum wage job. I think that they need to catch up because we talked about this before. Minimum wage
Is a crusher.
it went up 23% since 2018.
Yeah.
So, but and that's a job for young people that are in high school that are living at home. So, but then you look at regular wages, say working class, middle class people.
Maybe a nurse.
Yeah, a nurse as yourself. It didn't go up at all. I mean, it did go up a little, but I'm saying nowhere near the wages that middle class went up, and inflation went up 23%. So any raise that middle class have gotten, it's just got wiped out by it.
Yeah. Well, like you were saying, bro, I mean, look, we started off on property taxes, and you're correct, right? I mean, the property taxes are going up, whether it's just the home values. I mean, that right there causes, clearly if you're paying a tax and it's a percentage, with the home value going up, it's going to cost more money. But at the same time, it's, look, they're scrambling to try to find ways to, like I said, fill up the coffers, gas tax, property tax, tolls, like you were saying. I mean, everything's just going to keep going up. Unless there's some type of change, systemically, right? And I don't know, man. Like Mickey's not going to change that.
No, she's not. I mean, she just executive order. We're working. Not going to work with ICE. We're sanctuary state.
Yeah,
they're
all culture war stuff.
Yeah, but that's what costs a lot of money too. But insurance premiums are up huge. We talked about this before. Like when I had my son 7 years ago. I saw the bill. It was $44,000 that my insurance paid, and I had I think it was like a $4,000, copay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of money, $48,000, and that was 7 years ago. Imagine what it is now.
Well, not to mention your copay, $4,000. That's a lot of money for you to put out of your pocket.
No, it is for sure.
But I mean, look, and what's crazy about it is if you go to the hospital without insurance, you're probably paying like $2,000.
Yeah, or not. Or
charity care.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you're illegal and you have a baby, somebody's got to pay for it. Who's paying for it?
They're not paying nothing.
Exactly. The taxpayers are. Why do you think they're going up? I'm just saying. Mine was like $4,000 back then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't plan on that.
It's probably double that now. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure everyone's hurting out there. I mean, my car insurance is going up again.
And mine goes up every 6 months. I pay 6 months at a time, and every time I'm paying an extra $100. And
the thing is, what I understand is the car, it's still the same car we had 6 years ago. And it keeps going up and up and up.
Now, the kicker about this, though, Damon, right? How many times have you had to use that insurance?
I had to use it once.
Okay, one time out of your entire life, right? So let's go, 20, 25 years, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay, you used it one time. How much do you think you paid into that?
Oh, way more than I ever got out of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we had to use it, basically, the insurance went up. This is actually when I was still living in Philly. It was 6 years
Don't
ago.
you think it should go down, though, if you don't have to use it?
Yeah, it should. But it's another reason why it's going up, and I'm not kidding, it's because of illegals. We give illegals licenses here, and they don't have insurance, so somebody has to pick up the slack for it.
Yeah, everybody's driving around in so nice cars nowadays, bro. I live in this little townhome development. You're seeing nothing but Audis, Mercedes, all these Range Rovers. It's like, man, how are these folks affording this?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's
it's new. It's not like it's old stuff. I got my '09 Caddy outside, right? My '09.
Yeah.
You heard that right. I mean, this is new stuff.
Well, that's what made me look into. Remember I did that chart when I put it together, like a non-working family gets this much in government benefits, and working family making minimum wage gets this much in benefits, and then I saw people in my development that I know that don't work, and I know they just moved here from the country, and they have asylum status, or whatever, refugee status, let's say, and they don't work. But I looked into it, and they can apply and receive up to $129,000 a year for a household of four. So I based it on a household of four because that's mine. So I mean that's insane. And who pays for it? We do. So
as we're struggling to pay our bills, Damon. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's just.
it's tough out there, man. It really is. And I just want to let everybody know, like, you look it up yourself. Like, I'm not making this stuff up. You can actually go on the government websites and see what people can apply for if they don't work at all. What people can apply for if they make minimum wage, because they'll be underneath the threshold, what they can apply for. And then even if they're on refugee status, what they can apply for, and all the money get. I mean, look at Lakewood. Lakewood. I mean,
You've seen those videos. I'm sure people out here listening have seen them videos.
You'll see them on X and YouTube. This one guy's out there. He's exposing a lot of the Jewish community. They're having like 12 kids, and because their marriage is not recognized by the state, so they can apply as someone being single, having 12 kids, so they reap all the benefits. Now, not saying, I'm just mentioning that that's what it is. I'm not. There's a lot of people that burn the system. Look at the Somalians in Minnesota. I'm not singling anybody out specifically, but I'm going to single out.
Fraud is fraud, right?
Fraud,
I mean, that's it.
Yeah. So, but I'm just tired of paying for it. I'm sure everyone out there is tired of paying for this stuff. Everyone that goes to work every day and has to pay their taxes, and you look at your paycheck, you're like, wow, man, half my paycheck's on. Where's it going? I'm not reaping the benefits of it. But then you see other people that don't have to do.
I had to switch money over earlier, bro. I looked at my account, like $80. Like, what am I going to do with that? So it's aggravating, man, and it's very frustrating, right? It's like we go out here, we do everything that we're supposed to do. We're trying to do it the right way. And, the corruption at the top just keeps knocking us back down.
Yeah. And
you're going to have me launch into my alternative party in here, bro. That's what we're doing. It is going to be the last one. We might be dipping into the alternative party today.
Well, we're on as Republican right now, so. But looks like we have a caller, so you can put him through, Norm. Hi, caller. You're live. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
How you doing? This is Jim Tessino.
Hey, Jim. How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Good. So what's going on, Jim?
Not much. Just calling in to say hello. I'm from Washington Township. Sewell, I guess I should say Sewell, running for Gloucester County Commissioner.
That's right. I actually voted for you, so you at the committee meeting. So and you actually got into a tie. So we've got a runoff coming up.
Yes. Looking forward to it.
Well, tell everyone a little about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm over 50-plus year resident in Gloucester County. I grew up in Center City, Mantua. Let's see. I was involved in EMS with the Center City Ambulance and went on from there for over a decade. And my wife and I live here in Sewell, and brought up two boys, both Eagle Scouts, both graduated from Washington Township. I'm a Clearview graduate, way back in the day. So I got tired of all this stuff going on. I figured, you know what? We need a voice that will speak for the residents of Gloucester County, not for the bigwigs, and I want to see if I can do the right thing and help out this county.
Well, I commend you for that, man. It's not an easy thing to run for office.
No, it is not, my friend. I just did it.
Absolutely not. It is tough. I'm noticing that as the first time doing this. I'm noticing that.
Yeah, that was my first experience as well, my friend. Well, listen, good luck to you. You know what I mean? And Damon's going to be voting for you. I don't stay in Gloucester, so I can't vote for you. But, what made you want to get into this?
I wasn't able to, my whole family was in military. And I was always brought up, of course, my dad's like, oh, the Army. My grandfather and my great-grandfather saying Navy. And my cousin, Navy. My uncle and all, Navy. I'm like, no, you know what? Let's do something different. Let's go in the Air Force. And I want to fly jets and cover the Navy, and maybe a Navy pilot, something like that. I'm a kid, Of course, you have wonderful dreams.
Sure.
But I ended up getting asthma. And when I got the asthma, of course, I couldn't serve my country. So my grandparents passed away. I couldn't do a thing about it. I wanted to help so badly. So when I became a senior in high school, after I graduated high school, I guess, I finally said I have to do something. So I paid my way into to learn to train how to be an EMT. And it's funny, I actually passed my test because I went into my class. I had no other time to do this. I ended up getting a bad hemorrhage, my nose hemorrhage, and a bad cold, and I was in their class pinching my nose and doing my test. For some miraculous reason, I passed.
Well, that's dedication right there, my friend.
What's that?
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, and it's funny, I came home that night, and it happened again, but a lot worse. I was rushed to the hospital with my own squad, and they cauterized my nose. It was crazy, but I passed. So that's the whole thing, and ever since then, it's like if I want to be there to help. I actually saved an 8-month-old baby girl back in the day.
Oh, nice. No.
I mean, brought her back from, actually, she was dead. She was dead. Clinically dead, and I brought her back.
Well, that's a public servant right there, right? I'm a nurse as well, my friend. So, I've been in this.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I've been in this about 15 years, did mental health for a long time. And, that's it, man. Look, service people are service people, regardless of what it is that, we're all trying to help people. And, having a public office like that, I mean, that's a high level of service,
I'm trying the best I can do with what I got. And I'm hoping the people out there in right now, the GOP, and maybe then hopefully the county can see that and see that I'm in there for the right reasons. I know everybody says that who's going for office. I'm in there for the right reasons. It's just the idea to know who is really doing this for the real right reasons, not lip service.
That's $1 million question, buddy.
Yeah, that's a hard thing, Jim. It's very hard to convince people of that because usually everyone has an agenda, especially people that are currently in office and been in office for a long time. They have an agenda to stay in office, and that's what it is. They lose track of what they got into office for, is to serve their constituents. But having new people that never been elected before get into office, that's what we need. That's why we need term limits too, so people don't get corrupted and lose their way.
Absolutely,
because I could see it happening.
I heard that Damon Galdo was a Norcross plant. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Only a million times.
I can say
only a million times.
I can say absolute that Damon is not a plant from Norcross.
I'm with you, buddy. I've known him for a couple of years now. I'm right there with you.
Here we go. We understand.
Mm-hmm. It's just funny, man. But people say that stuff, right? It's like somebody new is coming up. Oh, it's clearly put on there by the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Back in Buena Vista Township, I guess that's Atlantic County. I guess. I helped get somebody elected who ended up being the mayor for Buena Vista Township for forever. And he was there. He was getting elected because he was doing it for the right reasons. He was a real nice guy, and I felt good. I ended up being chief of the Collins Lakes ambulance when I moved down here. And which really touched my heart is the firemen from three different stations came to my house and asked me to come back when I told them I sold my house. And they want me back in because if something happened, I would go out there and always be there for my fellow firemen and first responders. I was there to help if I was able to. Even in my own vehicle, I'd be out there just to make sure somebody's there, medical, that can hopefully save a life of somebody who's there on scene.
So, all right, well, yeah, so that's amazing, man. And listen, like I said, I don't know if you were listening earlier, kind of bittersweet for me tonight. It's going to be my last Jersey Shore radio show for a little while because I have the campaign and I have the podcast.
I'll be voting for you.
Network. Well, I hope so. You better vote for me. So.
I'll be voting for you too, buddy.
But I'll still be on the podcast, so you're welcome to come on the podcast anytime you want. because I'll still have that. I'm probably going to go down to maybe one show. I'll still do the polls too that we have on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. But yeah, I want to just trim back a couple shows. So I had to trim back the radio show, and because now I got to go full force. I'm going up against the Juggernaut and Donald Norcross, and he's powerful. He has a lot of money. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. But you know what? I am going to make it fun.
It needs to be done.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It needs to be. Somebody's got to do it.
It needs to be done. We got to get these corrupt people out of there, man. I mean, that's it,
So,
Oh, absolutely. I put my faith in the Lord, and you know what? He hasn't steered me wrong yet. I hope that, I pray that He'll continue to make sure we watched over this, our town, our country, our whole country, and actually the planet. I'm for everybody to be healthy, happy, and enjoy their lives and not have any problems.
all right,
But
Jim.
that's, that's one of those things,
Jim, I think we can get there, man. It just takes time and effort.
Yeah, but you know what? With people like, hopefully, Damon and myself in office, I hope we can get us there quicker and easier. I don't rubber stamp. Everybody, all these people rubber stamp.
So,
And I just won't do that.
right, I hear you there. But listen, hey, Jim, thank you for calling in, man. Good luck this weekend on your runoff. So you want
Right.
to just tell everybody who you are again, real quick, and
Yeah,
we got
again, I'm
another
Jim
caller coming on
Tessino,
soon.
running for Los County Commissioner. And it's Tessino rhymes with casino. Take a gamble with me. And my email address is jamestessino4commissioner@gmail.com.
And it's Tessino with two T-I-C-C.
That's James, Ticcino, for commissioner@gmail.com.
All right, well, Jim, thank you very much for calling in. We got another caller that's going to be calling in about 5 minutes or so, but good luck,
Thank you
buddy.
very much for having me.
Yep,
All right,
thank
man.
you, brother. Take care. Good luck to you.
All right,
Thank
bye.
you very much. You too. Take care now.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
So the one thing I wanted to tell you about, because I just saw somebody pop up on here on the Facebook Live. There's two young kids that I had on my podcast, Frank and Engels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Engels reached out to me on through my website. No, I didn't know how old he was. So
I couldn't believe they were 15, man. I
Yeah.
watched this show. My God, the information that those kids have.
I know. So when
And they were both in suits, bro. They were putting you to shame. I mean,
Well, I wore this T-shirt, but I had them on raised right. So I had to wear this.
Okay, you gave him a nod. I got
They
you.
were raised
Okay.
right. So, but yeah, it was funny, man. But I messaged them. I said, okay, here's my number on the side, and give me a call. So I'm talking to Engels first, and the way he's talking, I'm like, all right. And then I don't know how we got into age. He said, yeah, well, he said something about, yeah, I'm pretty young. I said, well, how old are you? He said, I'm 15. I said, whoa, wait a second. I said,
There's a whole list going on about
Yeah.
this right now, buddy.
I'm like, I
that.
need to talk to your parents.
Yeah, ain't gonna catch me.
And then Frank reached out afterwards, and these two kids, I mean, they're the future. They really are.
Man, they were very informed. They were eloquently the way they were, putting forth their arguments. I mean, it was, it was surprising to hear. In fact, when I first turned it on, I had no idea that those were the two 15-year-olds you were talking about. I mean, it blew me away.
Yeah. So, I mean, they attend the convention in Gloucester County. They're going to be attending other events. They helped out with Jack Ciarelli's campaign. I mean, they're involved, and, they want to make a difference because they want to be able to afford things in New Jersey. They want a better. See, I'm doing this for like my kids and other people's children.
Mine too, yeah.
and for them as well. I mean, I hate calling them kids because it makes you feel old, but they're teenagers. But
they're
still,
kids.
they're already acknowledging it and seeing it. Mm-hmm. That they're not going to have a future that was originally promised to them.
It's funny, man. Look, growing up, right? Future leaders of America debate team. All those things are like, yeah, those are the nerdy kids, bro. When you got time for that? Oh my God, I wish I would have joined them.
Yeah.
Like, who knew?
I don't think I even want to debate them.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either. They knew some stuff, those young men. But no, it's so it's definitely good to see the youth getting more involved. And to be perfectly honest, that's what we need. We've gone too long neglecting our civil duty, and trying to be there and be part of what's going on, be part of the government, be part of who's governing people. right? All of us. We've been asleep at the wheel and let these evil people take over and do whatever they want. And they're driving the ship. And now we're trying to make our way up to the, up to the steering wheel, right? What do you call that on a ship? I mean, I don't know,
the steering wheel. And
steering wheel.
I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We'll call it a steering wheel. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But you know what I mean, bro. But we've neglected it for too long, and we need to find our way back. Go ahead.
So it looks like we have another caller. Night caller, you're live. You're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, Damon, this is Rick Trader. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Pete, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rick, how are you, my friend?
Not my mentor, Rick Trader.
Yes, your mentor, Rick Trader, the guy that got you involved in doing radio, doing podcasts, becoming a media mogul. I guess that's how you met Pete, too. So the great influence of your radio life.
Well, Rick, we wanted to. I wanted you to call in today because this is going to be my last show for a while. Well, on the radio,
right.
Not the podcast. Podcast is going to be going on, so everybody still Monday nights at 8 p.m. and Friday nights at 8 p.m. and the Pulse Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. I might drop one of those off when it gets too busy, but that's on the Great America's Pulse Network. Do you want to tell everybody?
Well, Damon, I wanted to call in and talk with not just you and Pete, but I wanted to talk with your audience. You know, a little over 2 years ago, I, on Facebook, saw this guy, Damon Galdo, who wanted to run for Congress, and I like to check out new upcoming stars in the Republican Party. And what impressed me about you, buddy, and still impresses me about you, is your platform. The issues that you are supporting, the issues that you're running on. And on my show, the Conservative Commando Show, on the AUN TV network, I always tell my viewers and listeners, hey, forget the personalities. Forget the guy with the warm smile and the nice handshake. What are their policies? Because when they get in office, their policies is the way they're going to govern. And I loved your policies. I loved the things that you believed in. And I wanted to get to know you. So we connected on Facebook. We talked. We started you down there at WVLT. And again, I encourage all listeners to go to your website and check out your policies, because those are the things that I believe are the cutting edge of the reason why you should not vote for someone. So now, Damon, this is you. Give out that website.
That website is votedamongaldo.com. Votedamongaldo.com. DAMONGALDO.com.
And after you read his policies, make sure you click the donate button, all right? Because you're going to fall in love with the policies, and you're going to want to donate some money to help get them elected.
Yeah, definitely going to
Well,
need that.
Pete, you're absolutely right about that. That's another thing I tell my listeners and viewers, that if you find someone you believe in, if you find a candidate you believe in, support them. And if they're in your hometown, that's great. If they're in your district, that's great. If you're in your state, that's great. Even if they're clear across country, support them. And see, I think, Pete, and let me get your opinion on this. I think where Republicans fall behind the Sickocrat Party, you might call them Democrats, I call them the Sickocrats. Pete, I think that the left are more apt to support their candidates with donations, by volunteering, by making phone calls and talking to their friends. And I think this is where the Republican Party really needs to get a stronger game plan. Now, Pete, I know you ran. Will you agree with that statement?
100%. I mean, first of all, like a lot of your Democrat voters, right? I mean, probably don't have, I don't know if I want to say, maybe a job, right?
Yeah.
Some of them don't. A lot of them are young kids. A lot of them are young kids, right? And they're on there, younger people rather. So they have time, to go ahead and do that. You're probably not getting donations from them, but you also have a lot of PACs that wind up donating to these Democrat causes as well, right? These, the Democrat politicians. So, I mean, they're getting top money and they're getting bottom support,
Well, I'll just tell you one thing. Donald Norcross, 2% of his donations are from small donors, like regular people.
And that's my point.
The rest is it's all packed.
But they have time, right? They have time to donate. They get together. They organize. I mean, look, you say what you want. Democrats are very, very well organized.
Yeah, they are.
There you go. There you go. You're absolutely right, Pete. They are very well organized. And, we've got Scott Presser out there who's doing a great job getting people motivated, getting people to register to vote. That's great. I'd love to see more efforts like that. I also want to see candidates called on the carpet. The other night, President Trump gave the State of the Union message, and he challenged the Sycocrats on the left side of the House. He challenged them by saying, will you please stand up and applaud
You want me to
if
play
you
it?
are willing to put American citizens ahead of illegal aliens? And I was shocked that the only Democrat that stood up and applauded was John Fetterman. Every single one of them, other than John Fetterman, sat on their hands. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you guys?
What?
That the Sycocrat Party does not have your back. They are willing to put illegal aliens ahead of we, the people, the American citizens. And Damon and I were talking about this the other day. And what I want Damon to do...
Well, we're starting
what
today,
I want
buddy.
You go ahead, Damon.
No, we're starting today. I'm going to start putting that petition out there. I'm going to send that to Norcross's office, and I'm going to call his office. I'm going to email him, and I'm going to start a petition and see if Donald Norcross wants to sign it that American citizens come before illegal aliens. And we'll see if he signs it.
Absolutely. And I want everyone who's running for office, I want everyone in office to sign a petition like that. I want citizens to go to your town hall meetings, stand up and ask the candidates that are running, who of you here tonight are willing to sign a petition stating that you are going to put American citizens ahead of illegal aliens? Put it in their face. Put it out there. Remind them each and every day. You haven't signed a petition yet. You haven't signed a petition yet. And the ones that do sign, they're the ones that we have got to get behind.
You're absolutely right, Rick. You're absolutely right. 100%. Because even I went to Norcross's town hall a couple weeks back, and I brought it up that New Jersey state taxpayers, out of our, I think it's $57 million budget, something along those lines, we pay $7.3 billion. I think I said $57 billion. Yeah, that's what it was. But
I don't know, but they question the numbers regardless.
They had a question, like they didn't know. That was in Assemblyman questioned it. Donald Norcross questioned it. I don't know where you get your information from. I've been saying it for 8 months. I'm talking about this, and then I go and I see a hearing in Trenton. Assemblyman Paul Kenitra, he brings it up, saying we pay over $7 billion in state taxes, and that other assemblyman was there when he said that, and this is actually I didn't even know Kenitra said it. I've been talking about it for months.
And then didn't they kill his mic or something when he was up there?
Yeah. They muted his mic because he kept talking about it. But this other assemblyman was there, so he acted like he didn't know even where I got the information, even though I didn't get it from Paul Kenitra. I already knew it, but he just played it off in the town hall meeting, like, well, I got to question your numbers. We paid $7.3 billion. I'd give it back to taxpayers in a minute. So, well, would you? No, because you support a sanctuary state, so you wouldn't.
Well, look what the legislature just did. One of the very first acts they did in this new administration is give themselves raises. Now, this state is billions of dollars in debt, to the point where they want to tax everything. Like John Lennon said, they even want to tax the air. This state is so far in debt, but what is a priority for them? To give themselves raises.
They doubled the raises.
How this woman got elected, I have no idea, this Mickey Sherrill. I mean, first of all, while she's in Congress, she and her husband made $7 million Much of it through trades on the stock market.
Are you sure?
Well,
Are you sure? Because she didn't
Well,
remember it. She didn't remember it, she said.
I know. Well, when given the question, what she said is, well, we may have made some money. My God, I would think if somebody made $7 million, they would remember that.
I know
where
exactly
did
how
that
much money I got in my
where would
account
that money
right now.
come from?
If I made $700, trust me,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
remember it. So.
And then it's not like she doesn't have enough money for herself. She took tens of thousands of dollars from the Chinese Communist Party. Now, what was that all about? What do you think the Chinese Communist Party was trying to get out of a potential governor for the state of New Jersey? And then the utility rates. People are looking at their utility rates and saying, this has got to be wrong. Why am I paying twice as much for gas and electric this year as I did a year ago? Well, that's because Republicans and Democrats, and I gotta say Republicans too, because a lot of this falls on that fat Chris Christie when they shut down the Oyster Creek nuclear power plant 10 years ahead of schedule, when they closed about 6 or 7 other energy producing plants. Now we have to get 40% of our energy from outside the state. And then she has the gall. She has the nerve to say, well, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, but if you're a good person, you're going to do it. Now, just a few weeks ago, we had a major snowstorm in this area. And Pete and Damon, I don't know about your backyards, but mine had 16 inches of snow on it. And that 16 inches of snow was on all of these solar panels. And you had 60, 70 mile an hour winds out at sea. What do you think those winds would have done to those wind tunnels or the wind towers if they had them out there? I mean, these people just have no common sense.
Yeah, they have none, Rick.
Absolutely no. And here's a woman who cheated at the Naval Academy, who wasn't even allowed to walk with her class. She's continuing to make New Jersey a sanctuary state. And I just, number one, people are complaining. Well, guess what, people? Is this who you voted for? And if it is, blame yourself.
Well, I can tell you
like
one
I
thing.
said, Damon, it's the policies that people have to vote on, not personalities.
So I would tell you one thing. I can tell you, Mary probably didn't vote for Mikey Sherrill. She texted in about the utilities cost and how expensive they are. They said the so-called delivery costs as well. But Rick, we got a couple more minutes because we have another guest coming on 5:45. But so you were talking about how I met Pete. Pete, you want to share the story one more time? How we
I'd share one more time. It's funny, Rick.
Reminisce.
So I'm sitting here, and look, nobody can afford to go out and do anything, right? But me and my girl are sitting there, and I show her a preview for this movie, Am I Racist by Matt Walsh. Have you heard of that one?
I haven't seen it, but we air the Matt Walsh show on the AUN TV network.
Yeah, you got to
So I
check it.
know
You got to
Matt
check out
Walsh
the documentary.
So
And
this one was
yeah.
going ahead, and it was showing. It was basically showing everybody all the DEI stuff that's going on. And what these people are actually doing and spending all this money. So we're like, oh, that looks good. Let's go watch it. So we go to the movies, and we're sitting there, we watch it. Great movie. On the way out, my girl is Filipino. She looks Mexican. So on the way out, this short little Italian guy cuts her off.
By accident.
And we get outside, and the first thing he says is, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not racist." So
That's a joke.
yeah, it was a joke. It was all in good fun. We're sitting there laughing, having a good time. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a podcast." Somehow we get talking about podcasts. He's like, "Yeah, my name is Damon Galdo." I'm like, "Why does that name sound so familiar?" I had just moved up here. I was looking for who I wanted to vote for. His wife says, "Yeah, he ran for Congress." I say, "Oh my God, guy, I voted for you." Next thing you know, a few days later, I'm auditioning here on the radio show. So, look, God works in mysterious ways, my friend. He puts people together, and he helps you on the path once you find it, so that's where I'm at.
And Rick, and I told my wife, I said, see, I told you that someone outside of my friends and family voted for me. Well, at least one person.
At least
And
one.
you
It
found
was
them.
me.
And you found them. And you found them.
It's funny how that works.
Indeed it is. Well, Damon, I just want to wish you the best. Again, I want to encourage everyone who's listening. Don't believe me. Do not believe me. But go to your website and check out your policies, what you stand for, what you run on, what you believe. Because I think that is what people should use to determine who they vote for. And if they go to your website, I think they're going to come away from it as I did. Very impressed.
Myself
Very
included,
impressed.
Rick. Myself included. Like I said, I voted for him before I even know who he was.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Well, thank you, Rick.
If I can make I know you got another guest coming on, Dana, but if I could give a plug for what I do,
Sure.
and maybe some people would want to tune in sometime. The show that I do is the Conservative Commandos radio show. It is broadcast on 18 terrestrial radio stations and just about every internet podcast outlet out there. We're also part of the AUN Television Network. Now, the AUN Television Network has 12 broadcast stations right now, and we're hoping to expand that. Mainly our stations right now are in California and Nevada. But if you're not near one of our broadcast towers, you can watch shows like the Conservative Commandos, like Dinesh D'Souza, Alan West, Tony Perkins, Matt Walsh, and a lot of other great programs by going to our website, aun-tv.com, aun-tv.com. Right below the banner, there's a little bar that says Watch the AUN TV Network. Click on that banner. It's going to take you to our 24-hour days, 7-day week stream on Rumble. In fact, if you were on there right now, you'd be watching War Room, Steve Bannon's War Room. That's what's playing right now. So again, it's aun-tv.com, aun-tv.com. Again, just below the banner, click on the bar that says Watch the AUN TV Network Live. And again, Pete, it's great to talk with you. Damon, again, the best of luck to you in your campaign. We're going to work on that petition. We're going to work on that petition, and everywhere you go, I want you to put out there about Donald Norcross needs to sign this petition putting the American citizen ahead of illegal aliens. And if you're one of Damon's supporters, or if you're just a citizen anywhere, go to all public meetings that are being hosted by candidates and ask them the same question. When are you going to sign the petition putting American citizens ahead of illegal aliens? Let's get them on record who they support, who they back, whose backs they have.
Well, you got
Damon,
it, buddy.
again, best of luck to you, buddy.
Thank you very much, as always, Rick. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your help. Thank you for being my mentor. Between you and Steve DiOrio, my other buddy, 092.1, Steve's still here. But thank you very much, Rick. I really appreciate your support and everything you do.
Well, Steve DiOrio is another really good guy, another solid conservative. We need more people like Pete, like Damon, like Steve, and if I have to say myself, who are willing to put ourselves on the line to do what it takes to return this country to the patriotic Judeo-Christian ethics our founding fathers created. That's our dream.
You're right. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, Rick.
Thank you, Damon. Thank you, Pete.
All right. Have a
Take
good
care. God bless.
All right. Thanks. So there you go. My old mentor, the man, the myth, the legend, Rick Trader.
Well, there you go.
Commandos. So Rick's a good guy. He's very excitable, I would say.
Yeah. You gotta be able to get fired up a little bit.
But then you got, and I got Steve DiOrio, another one. But we're going to have another caller that's going to be calling in a minute. We have Justin Michael Murphy run for U.S. Senate. That's going to be calling in. I think he may be right now. We'll see in a second. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. I didn't know him from from Can of Paint. They reached out to me through Facebook and said they saw my platform, and then they hit me with, "Hey, do you want to do a radio show with me?" I'm like, I never did radio.
Yeah, what's that mean?
And my wife's like, "Do it." I'm like, all right, I'll figure it out. So, but all right, looks like we have probably Justin on the line. So, hey, caller, you're live. You're on the air. Dave, where you from?
Damon, how you doing? Justin Murphy here. How are you and Pete?
Hey,
Good. How you doing, Justin? I know you've been busy driving up and down the state.
That's exactly what we're doing. I'm doing it right now. Coming, barreling down Route 70, coming back from Ocean County, where we screened with the Republican GOP organization out there as we pursue the June 2nd Republican nomination to be the candidate that we put up against Cory Booker this November.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't it be? I mean,
man.
Well, Justin,
What do they call him? Spartacus or something?
That's the nickname he's given himself.
Oh, he gave himself that nickname. Okay, gotcha.
I would love to see Justin beat Cory Booker. I mean, I can't stand that guy.
Well, listen, if you beat him, you start calling yourself Spartacus. All right, that's what I heard.
No, I got a ways to go to get to that level for sure. But no, we're pushing. We're campaigning hard. Damon, you know the grind. We're out and about, and it's a competitive primary for U.S. Senate. So we're hoping people will give Murphy for Senate a look and see how we do.
Yeah, it's a tough hill to climb, buddy, but I know that you're out there putting the work. In every event I ever been to, you've been there.
Hey,
it's tough in this state. We have a tough climb in this state. No matter who we nominate, we're outnumbered by registered Democrats. They always seem to have more money than us, but that's okay. I always tell people they cannot outwork us.
You're right about that, Justin. And I'm just going off topic just for a second. I just got a text in from Diane. She said, "I'd vote for you if I weren't in Camden County." Now, I cover all of Camden County, CD1. It's all of Camden County. It's about 60% of Gloucester County up until like Mulligan Hill, Swedesboro. That's where it cuts off. And it's 2 towns in Burlington County, Palmyra and Maple Shade, just so you know. So Camden County, I cover the entirety of it. So Diane, you can vote for me. Thank you. So go ahead, Justin. So what? You just got the nod, got the endorsement, and what counties again?
Yeah, we're fortunate and very honored to have the endorsement of Gloucester County, Mercer County, and Camden County GOP organizations. So we're got a nice block of votes there. We're looking forward to the Ocean County Convention on Monday night. We'd like to run well there, and we'll see how it shakes out. But it's a competitive primary, which is good. I always think that the competitive primary is our best foot forward as a party, and it's getting to voters, bringing the right message, resonating with them, and a lot of factors at play. We'll have a Senate. All of our House seats are up, and Damon, I know you're holding down District 1 for us. So it is. It's going to be a slugfest. It's a heavy lift, but there is opportunity out there, and I tell people all the time, the Republican Party has worked very hard the past number of years. We now have 1.6 million registered voters. That's the most registered Republicans in the history of our state and country. Donald Trump took almost 2 million votes out of here in November of 21, or November of 24, I should say. And that's the most a Republican presidential candidate has ever taken out. And despite Jack Ciattarelli's disappointing loss, he actually added 100,000 votes from his 2021 to his 2025 run. So we really have, we are planting seeds. We're doing the right thing. We just have to keep working, stay focused, stay energized, stay engaged, do the hard work, and we'll get our breaks. I'm looking forward to this primary. I think I bring the best message. I think we have to be willing to better define ourselves and not let Democrats define us. We have to make sure we win the battle of messaging and communication. We have to run on this beautiful table that Donald Trump has set for us as a party, where we have we came down from the 40-year high inflation rate that Joe Biden had of 9%. Now we're down to 2.4. We have to remind people that interest rates are over 8% with Mr. Biden at the helm. Now they're under 6 and falling. We have a secure border Thankfully, it's a big winning issue for Republicans. We have wages are rising for our middle class, first time in years. They were declining under Joe Biden. We've got 125-year low murder rate in America. We're happy to obviously campaign on that. We value citizenship and legal immigration. We have a secure border. And, many other pieces of good news. Our energy production is up. We have
And Justin,
our military recruitment goals are all being met now. So it's a new day in America. We just need a new generation of Americans to serve in Washington.
so Justin, we only have a couple minutes left. So I just real quick, Engels texted. He wanted to, if you didn't mind, could you mention opioid and drug policy? What plans to do concerning that?
Well, that this is one of the more horrendous issues. For just too long, we have allowed a culture to develop where drug use is okay, and it's not. We had an open border under Joe Biden where everything was flowing across that border, from terrorists to gun runners to human traffickers to fentanyl. So what we have to do is, by securing our border, the fentanyl deaths in America are way down right now. Way down, and I just think we need to broaden that, not just to secure the border and deal with fentanyl, but we need a cultural change, Damon. We can't tell our young people it's okay to smoke pot, it's okay to do drugs, it's okay to do this. We need a cultural change that drugs are bad, period. You don't do them. They're addicting. They're no good for you. I know it's your body and you do what you want with it, but there's a real cost for society with this. So we need leadership. We need states that have, in my opinion, passed these laws that are promoting recreational use of marijuana. I think they're gateway drugs, and I think it's all a very big picture that we need to paint. A big picture we need to paint. We keep our border secure. We attack the drug runners like we've been. We wage a real war on the drug running, the cocaine and the fentanyl into the country, and thank God President Trump has done that. It's been very successful. Fentanyl deaths are way down, thankfully, but we need a cultural change to undergird the actions that the government takes, and that's what we really have to do. We have to inculcate throughout our cultural institutions, drug use is not okay.
All right, Justin, we're coming up on the final 2 minutes here, so just real quick, if you can just tell people where to reach you.
Sure. If you're looking for a pro-life Reagan conservative to go to Washington to serve in the U.S. Senate, you can reach me on Jersey Justin, number 4, Senate.org. Jersey Justin 4 Senate.org, and we have our links there for all our social media platforms, and we'd love to hear from you.
All right, Justin, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you running. I know it's you got to get those signatures in 2,500, so I'll let you go and go out there and get them. I got to do the same thing. I don't need as many as you, but
yeah, we need a lot for sure. All right, Damon, thank you. Peter, thank you for having us on, bud.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
Have a great day.
So,
Stay
Peter,
safe. God bless.
one thing I want to say about Engels brought it up about the opioid crisis and all that, and one thing we only got like a minute because I'm going to say my farewells. I know you want to say your farewells too, but Norcross supported an open border where fentanyl was pouring in, killing 100,000 Americans a year.
What's he own? What's Cooper own?
Well, his brother George he's the CEO on the board of Cooper Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just opened up all these methadone clinics.
Mm-hmm.
And when this opioid crisis was happening with all the fentanyl, so they planted them everywhere. They're moving. And who do you think is running them? Where do you think it came from? Cooper Hospital.
Yeah.
So
that's the Norcross connection right there.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying it just kind of seems a little
We're
funny.
just pulling on a string and
Seems a
seeing
little funny
where
how
it leads.
they supported this, and then they're here and they're opening these things. Oh, we're going to treat everything we're coming in.
Yeah.
So just to put that out there. So Pete, I'll let you go first and say your final goodbyes. Even though it's might not be the last time, it's just going to be a while.
Everybody, listen, man. We just want to fix New Jersey. We want to fix the world. We just want to make things better for our families and our children. And look, I'm sure I'll be on the Jersey Shore podcast here, at some point in time. So if you need to get your fix, come on over and listen to us over there. Make sure you get out there and vote for my guy, Damon Galdo, because he's the guy that we need out there in Congress.
So thank you for that, Pete. Everybody, thank you very much. All the listeners out there, all five. Seth says that all the time, so I stole from him. But I really appreciate it, and I will be back. But you can always catch me on the Jersey Shore podcast. We air on every social media network. It's at Mondays at 8 p.m., Fridays at 8 p.m., and then the Pulse on Wednesday at 8 p.m. And the other podcasters that are on, we have Alexander Levine Tuesdays and Thursdays, all at 8 p.m. We have Jack and Constance Zitzel. I forget, they might be taking Tuesdays and those are like switching. But look out for it. Jack and Constance will be on this show, not next week, but the following week and the week after that. And then they'll be steady on the America's Pulse Network on their podcast. So they'll tell you all about it. They'll promote it. So 2 weeks from now, they'll be on for us. But everyone, thank you very much. I want to thank Norm over there. Norm.
Thank you, Norm.
Our great producer. Norm is the man. He's awesome. So we're going to sign off.
All right, everybody. Thank you much. Goodbye.
Of course, everybody knows Long Lane, but did you know not only is Long Lane the best at repairing and installing heating and air conditioning, but they are also great with major appliance repair and installations. Visit us at Long Lane.
Cut through the Jersey night. Another call, another fight. Partner riding by his side. Poor Paul steady, full of pride. He does not quit, he does not slow. Runs straight where the danger goes. But when the bills come crashing in, the handler pays again. Yeah, the badge is heavy, the job is tough, but these brave dogs deserve enough. Boots on the ground, paws in the fight. K9 heroes working all night. They wear the shield, they hold the line. They give their all every time. If they are officers when danger calls, they should be covered through it all. So we raise our voice and raise this jam for the dogs who always take the stand. Word got out across the land. Country Hearts started a band. Adam Wardrop brought the flame. Bubba Beer backed the name. And Colby Lee swept with strings that cry, singing for the dogs who never ask why. Just good men trying to make it right. Standing up in the spotlight. Yeah, small town hearts and a country sound. Standing up and laying it down. Paws in the fight. K9 heroes working all night. They wear the shield, they hold the line. They give their all every time. If they are officers when danger calls, they should be covered through it all. So we raise our voice and raise this jam for the dogs who always take the stand. Stage. Crowd gets loud, the good hearts raise. These dogs do not choose the line, still they cross it every time. Till the budget makes it right, we will sing into the night. Boots on the ground, paws in the fight. America, hear us loud tonight. Fund the heroes who cannot speak. Stand by the brave who guard our streets until the day the system stands tall. We will not stop, we will not stall. Country strong and back in the blue. K9 heroes, this song is for you. For every handler standing tall, and every dog who gives his all.
The New Jersey State House Watch is on. From Trenton, we explain what's happening inside the State House, speaking directly with legislators, policymakers, and budget experts to bring you the facts behind the decision.
There's no doubt that energy bills are about to skyrocket.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Through you, I would ask if the sponsor would yield for a couple.
Clerk, please have a machine for a vote.
Receive 46 votes in the affirmative, 25 in the negative.
We break down bills as they move through the New Jersey legislature before they become law. With your hosts, Jack Brangan and Constance Ditzel.
And $300 million to Newark billionaires, that ain't cutting it for rural New Jersey.
So stick around. Here's Jack and Connie.
Yeah. This one's for New Jersey. For every working family that's had enough. Name's Damon Galdo. And I'm just getting started. Job site dust to the streets of the shore. Steel-toed boots, yeah, I know what I'm working for. Middle class hurting, every bill going up. While suits in D.C. say, man, just trust us. I'm a builder by trade, put my sweat in the ground. Now I'm building up hope for my hometown. Jersey's my home, blue-collar soul. I don't make excuses, I get it done, that's all I know. I felt the pressure, I've lived that grind, trying to give your kids a better life. I won't forget where I came from, man, cause I'm built by work. I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. Not a career man who forgot what hard work means. They talk real big, but nothing ever changes. While Jersey keeps drowning in the same old pain, I'll build a future strong for our kids in this land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. Yeah. Donald Norcross been there year after year. Same old story while the struggle's still here. Claims he's for workers, but look around town. Rent sky high, grocery bills breaking us down. Where's the relief for the middle class grind? Cause all I see is folks falling behind. I ain't got decades in some DC chair. I got skin in the game, cause my family's here. Time, they had their shot. And tell me, Jersey, what have we got? It's time for change, time for a stand, time for a work, and not another plan. Not another plan, not another plan. Yeah! I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. Not some suit who sold you fantasy. We waited long enough, it's time to demand a future built by honest hands for Jersey strong, for this great land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. Yeah, this ain't left, this ain't right. This is fight for what's right. For every mom working double shifts, every dad praying they don't miss. I'm running for my kids, running for yours, for a state that deserves so much more. Not talk, that's the plan, let's build it back with a working man. For our children's dreams, for a better way, I'll fight for Jersey every day. No empty words, I'll take the stand, cause I'm built by work. Yeah, I'm built by working hands, fighting for working families. While the old guard keeps playing the same old game. But we're done with waiting, done with excuses. It's time for a man who knows how to do this. I build a future strong for our kids in this land. I'm Damon Galdo, built by working hands. New Jersey 1st District. If you're tired of the talk and ready for work, walk with me. Galdo, Galdo. Galdo, Galdo. Galdo, Galdo. Make the crowd chant with no music.
The Hammer thanks you for watching tonight's Jersey Shore podcast. See you at the next packed show, from breaking news to topics that will keep you informed. So please click the subscribe button to get notified of upcoming episodes. If you like what the Hammer talked about, then share the Jersey Shore podcast to others. Damon also looks forward to seeing you on the next